Hello, happy estudiantes. So today is 3:31, and I hope everyone is doing well today, Tuesday. And I've got on my Tuesday red, and and so we have a new assignment in 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 the link on Schoology right now, and that new assignment is from evogeno.com. And so I wanted to show it to you. And so it shows a tree of life. And so here is the tree of life that it shows. It looks like this right here. And this is an extremely detailed tree of life. And this one is interactive. And so notice along the top here, it talks about all the different animals. Interactive. And so notice along the top here, it talks about all the different animals. This is where the tree of life starts right there. So that would be where the tree of life starts right there. So that would be a one-celled organism. And so that single-celled organism right here, essentially it genetically diversified. And so each time it genetically changed, it formed a new branch. It speciated, and so on and so on. So this is all bacteria right here. And so each color is a new thing. And so we come all the way over here. At the top of the branch, these are the time periods right here. So as you get higher and higher and higher on the tree, that's current. So these are the current types of bacteria we have right here. And so they are the current trees, and we have fish, a better picture here. And so now we see the different periods, and here are the mammals over here. Here are the mammals over here. There are the mammals. And if you look, it's hard to see, but human is right there. That's where human is. And here. And we're right at the end of that chain right there. And so it shows kind of all the connections and everything. And hopefully you'll look at the movie on this website as well. And if you go to the website and you look down, you will see a movie there on the right side. And so I want you to watch that movie because it talks about relationships and how all life on Earth is connected. And we get a lot of people that when you say, "Oh, we're related to apes," then they go, I'm not related to an ape. And so it talks about how that this works. And so I'm not saying that you are directly related to an ape. I'm saying that throughout your ancestry, if you go further and further back, and that's what this website does right here, is it goes further and further and further back, all the way back to the beginning, and it shows how all life on Earth is connected. So when will I post the code for the Zoom today? After this. It would be after this. Besides clicking on the timeline, do we also have to see the video and that's it? No. So if you go on Schoology, you'll notice there's now a question that you have to answer, and it's in the form of a test. So you go to Schoology.com, and not Schoology.com, but you go to your Schoology and you look under materials, and you will see that there is a test there for you to take. And it's not really a test, it's just a question for you to answer. And it's in the form of an essay. It's one question, and it has to do with this right here. And so the important thing here is that you look at these colors right here are transitional. These are the transitional things. When it's right next to a new color, when one thing is right next to a different color, that's called a transitional animal. And so look at the transitional animals in this case, and see how they are related, and ask yourself, what what are the aspects of one, what are the aspects of another, how are they related? If you look right here, these are the dinosaurs right here. And notice that the dinosaurs, there's a big hole there, and it's because they never got a chance to really evolve. Now, some of them did. You will know that, like, if you think of a dinosaur, so the word saur, it means lizard in Latin, and so a dinosaur is like a scary lizard, and so a lizard would be a reptile, and so if you look, reptile is right next to birds, and so there are, if you look, I don't know if you've been watching the news, but very recently they found a piece of amber, and amber is tree sap. And inside that piece of amber was an extremely small head of a bird, of a dinosaur bird. And this dinosaur bird it had a beak, it had a long beak, and it had teeth. It had nice sharp teeth, and in the beak, and then but this bird was only about 1.5 to 2 inches long, and so technically, if it were alive today, it would be the smallest bird on Earth, and so this was during the age of dinosaurs, and so it kind of shows that there's a relationship. This was a half bird, half dinosaur bird, and so what we're learning is that we see more and more dinosaurs. We're finding, and so notice the transitional. When you look here, you will notice that here are reptiles and here are birds, and so birds right here. And if you look right at that point, that in between point, where the dinosaurs are, you will notice that there are the reptiles and the birds connect right there. And so in a way, the dinosaurs were showing a divergence between birds and dinosaurs right there. And so that's where that's a transitional thing right there. And what's most interesting is for me, is when you look at the mammals and the birds transition right there. That's also very interesting. So some of the others, the extreme one to look at that's kind of hard to think about is really when we get to plants and animals, like what constitutes a plant and what constitutes an animal. And so when you look at fish and you look at things like a sea star, like a sea star, and then you look at something like a coral reef, and how are they connected? A sea star, like when you look at something like a clam or something like that, which is definitely a live animal. How is a clam and a coral reef connected? And so you get to see the transitional stuff there as well too. And so yeah, this is all at evogeno.com. And for some reason, whenever I hit the link on Schoology, it never takes me there. And so you may just want to type in evogeneao.com, and it will take you there. And so watch the video. What I want you to look at is, when you look at this, notice right here. So 65 million years ago, 66 million years ago, right here. And so it says Schoology won't accept submissions for the test. Okay, I'll work on that, and I will see if I can fix that. Or the LAUSD page. Okay, let me look and see if I can fix that. So the dinosaurs, and so here's another mass extinction right here, and you'll notice that the branches end. Wherever you see branches end, that's an extinction. And notice that there are 5 mass extinction events in our history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and actually, is there a mix? And so think about this idea that when you look at mass extinctions, that the biggest mass extinction event had basically 60% of every single species, living animal on Earth died, and yet look at what the explosion that happened afterwards in terms of life. And so just because there's a mass extinction event doesn't necessarily mean the end of all life. Earth has a very good record of basically taking life and then starting over, and the sign-in page. Okay. So anyway, that's what I wanted you to look at today. We will be having a Zoom event later, and I will post that Zoom event. Please do not share the Zoom event with people outside of your class, and we seem to be having problems with that. And other than that, I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you all later. Bye.